Hi everyone, in this video we will be adding and subtracting rational expressions. Rational meaning a fraction, something that could be expressed as a fraction. We're going to do one adding and one subtracting problem. To make sure we don't take ourselves too seriously, let's think about the fun question. What piece of clothing do you own that makes you feel the best when you wear it? Okay, math section as a whole. We have Algebra 2, and this falls under rational functions. Specifically, we are adding and subtracting expressions. Okay, so when you add fractions, back in grade school, you would have done something like, say, this. When you add and subtract, you must have a common denominator. Okay, right there, we don't have one. So what we need to do is figure out what it is. Well, this 2 could become a 10, but then we needed to multiply the top and bottom by 5. So if I multiply top and bottom by 5, I get 5/10. If I multiply top and bottom here by 2, I could get 6/10. 5/10 plus 6/10 is 11/10. How can you relate that to this? Well, we don't have a common denominator. Yes, there's a common x, but those don't exactly match. So what we need to do is the same process as here. You know how we multiplied by 2 here, multiplied by 2? I need to somehow have a common denominator. So let's just multiply by fractions here. We're going to do x plus 2, x plus 2, x plus 5, x plus 5. Why? Because our common denominator is just going to be x plus 5 and x plus 2. Similarly, it was 5 and 2 needed to multiply to 10 here. So both of those need to be incorporated in the denominator, and you can just leave them like that. On top, though, we have 6 times x plus 5 plus 4x times x plus 2. Okay, that simplifies to 6x plus 30 plus 4x squared plus 8x all over x plus 5, x plus 2. Looking at that, I'm seeing, hey, we could probably combine some like terms. So we get 4x squared plus 14x plus 30. What's jumping out at me right now is that there is a common denominator going on. So you can actually take out a 2 from all of those. 2x squared plus 7x plus 15. Now you're going to want to check and see if anything can cancel. So I recommend fully factoring this. I need to figure out, can something multiply to get 2x squared plus 7x plus 15? Can two factors multiply? Okay, so what I'm going to do is try out a few things. We have 2x and x. And then, is there a way for some numbers to add to 7 in the middle, taking into consideration that 2, and then multiply to 15? Let's mess around with a few numbers. The factors of 15 are, we could do 5 and 3, we could do 3 and 5. Let's see, is there anything that would eventually get us to that 7? I can't do 15 and 1. I can't do 3 and 5. And so it seems like there's nothing that gets us there. But let's just try something real quick. So if we did 2x squared plus, that would be 6x. And then this would be 5. No, that does not add up to 7. So what we could do is basically just backtrack it. Nothing really factors on the top. So we could either write it like this, or I suppose we could also write it like this. Nothing cancels. So either one of those would be our final answer. Next up is subtracting. We have to be careful. Now, what's the common denominator? Okay, gosh, we have a 2, and then this you can take out a 6m, we have m minus 2. What in the world would be the common denominator? Well, over here, what we could do is multiply this by a 3m times the m minus 2. 3m, m minus 2. And now our common denominator would be that 6m times the quantity m minus 2. Okay, so let's write that. We have 6m, m minus 2. Up top, we have m minus 3 minus, we have to be so careful right there, 6m times the quantity 3m, m minus 2. So I'm going to have m minus 3 minus. Now this is going to basically, that negative doesn't distribute. It's just the negative goes next to that 6m. But I'm going to think of this as minus 18m squared. Okay, it's like one falling into the next. Then that can multiply into m minus 2 all over, and then this is 6m, m minus 2. I'm trying to figure out, does this factor at all? M minus 3 minus 18m cubed, and that would be plus 36m squared all over 6m. We'll keep that factored. Now, can that top break down anyhow? Negative 18m cubed plus 36m squared minus m be plus m minus 3. Okay. Well, if you don't know how to factor by grouping, you can see my video on this, but let's quickly check and see if that keeps going. I'm going to do a little mental math. So if I take out a negative 18m, I have m minus 2 left over plus m minus 3. Doesn't look like anything factors. So I would probably just leave my answer just like this. It's not looking like I could take out anything that would be common to have anything slash out. And unfortunately, we had to do quite a bit of work to make sure of that. Check these next problems out for practice. Why don't you pause the video if you want some time before I show the answers. Final answers are here. Lastly, let's talk about the quote. This is a Conan O'Brien one that I like. I always think about working hard and being nice. This says, work hard, be kind, and amazing things will happen. Now that you've had some time to ponder that fun question, I'd love to see your answer in the comment section. Also, I'd really appreciate if you clicked subscribe before you leave. This will allow you to see more videos that get posted in the future. Have a great